So, yeah, it looks like it's working. I don't know if the stream is working or not.
I, I'm gonna try to when I set my computer again to try to get a camera too, so we can have a bit more people on screen.
Excellent. It looks like everything's working, which is phenomenal. So, session 28 of our Forbidden Lands game. And by this time, you guys are super powerful and ready to take on the world.
Doesn't feel that much different, to tell you the truth.
No, not really.
All right. So you guys have spent the last couple of sessions on a minor excursion up to the abandoned castle you had discovered to haul back some weaponry and some armor and some stuff that you could melt down to get some iron to repurpose. It took you a little bit longer than you anticipated, since there were ghosts and a haunted castle and skeletal battlefield, all kinds of stuff along the way. On the way back, you once again ran into those cultists from the city north of the castle, who in their religious fervor were in the process of burning somebody at the stake through the use of blood magic. You kind of debated whether you should interfere or not, because there were more of them than you anticipated, but Desi kind of made the decision for you.
I was going to say, there wasn't much of a debate there.
As she was not having any of it. The battle worked out in your favor. A couple people took like some minor wounds here and there, but nobody is too bad off. You weren't able to save the victim, unfortunately, because Immolate is a very nasty spell that just keeps burning. But you realize now that this cult, apparently they have not yet found your village. But they are, as spring moves into summer, they are starting to wander fairly far abroad. And it may just be a matter of time until they find your village, which is woefully unprepared for mounted combatants or anything of the like.
Yep.
Just as you're probably like quarter of a day from your village when you decided that you didn't want to push on, and decided to set up camp here in the forest and get some rest. During that time, though, during the evening, Okatai seems to have come down with some sort of issue. And when we left off, he had looked up and he had seen himself surrounded by demons. And you guys look as you see that kind of snarl come up on the Wolfkin's face, that kind of like huff of breath, and you're like, oh shit, something bad is happening.
Did I miss that? I feel like I missed that.
I believe that's where we left off last time.
Of course, where we're starting anyway.
That's what I remember from last time.
I often miss the very tail end. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm right here.
So that's where we pick off with Okatai looking at all of you with like murder in his eyes.
Go to the backside
give
of
me a
this
second.
town.
I think I know what's happening.
And they all look possessed to me.
Caldy there?
Yeah, Caldy has been tagging along.
They all look possessed to me.
They don't look possessed. They look like demons.
Okay.
I kind of remember this.
Okay.
Is Desi asleep, maybe?
Possibly.
Oh, I was, because I had gotten smacked around. I'm pretty sure that's why.
Before that was described to me.
I don't have any damage, and I don't know if I am awake. So, like, if I'm on guard duty or not.
Probably sleeping, aren't we? I don't know.
Probably sleeping. Caldy would be awake since he normally keeps evening watch
Okay.
or night watch.
I think this happened when I woke up. If I remember well.
That
We
could
all
be.
went to bed. We all went to bed except Colby. And when I woke up and looked at them, and they looked like demons. If I remember well. I just think that ERL Tony went to bed just before that.
All right, there we go. This is what happens when we skip a week.
That's the problem.
Everybody gets all confused.
Everybody's like, "What day is it?"
It's a weird week too because of all the holidays.
For
You
sure.
skip a week and you all play demons now. Thanks.
So yeah, just for ease of play, we'll say it's in the morning as everybody is waking up. So everybody is awake when this happens.
Right. So what we witness is him looking at us with snarly face.
Yep.
I want to cast a spell before initiative if I can.
And I'm going to try to sneak attack him with casting a spell too. I'm going to try casting Banner's Demon, Tony.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, actually, Okatai looks. It's weird. He looks not really feverish, but he's covered in fur. He's a wolfkin, but he's not moving as fluidly as he normally does.
Maybe he's poisoned.
Okay. Interesting.
But that does give Trustius enough time to do whatever it is he would like to do.
I would like to stir the blood.
Alrighty.
That doesn't work in combat, but the fight hasn't started. Maybe I can calm him down.
All right.
I'm going to spend a couple willpower on this, but safe cast it. There we go. I found it. Let's remember how this all works. Oh, nice. Power level 3.
Perfect.
This is the game I play without pride.
You bring out strong emotions. The victim must give in to these emotions in some way. So, what emotion are you bringing to the forefront?
Companionship. We are all his friends.
Perfect. All right. So Okatai, you see these demonic figures surrounding you. One of them raises their hands, and you feel a kinship with them. They may look like demons, but perhaps they are not enemies.
Okay. Ogdai is so wary of them, keeping a spear between them and him. He's gonna clutch on his holy symbol.
Okatai, are you all right?
What is this madness? What are you doing here? Where are my friends?
You're clearly confused, Okatai. It's me, Trustius. You don't recognize us.
Why did you set my friend, demon?
I think there's some confusion. Maybe we'll need some time to figure it out. You can put your spear down. It's a harpoon.
Please stress this
We're
and
no
I will
threat.
put down my weapon. Please stress this of this position and I will drop my weapon. Then we can talk.
Risen calling busy. I'm probably not the best one to have this conversation.
What?
Okay.
It's sweaty and shaky, and as someone else starts speaking, he's going to turn to them and point a spear at them to try to keep them away.
I'll back
could
up.
tell
Anyway, make them easy.
What's
Can I make a I don't know, what would you say, manipulation roll to try to convince him that somebody put some mushrooms in his that some mushrooms might have accidentally got into his tea because he's hallucinating here.
That's the kind of thing I was thinking.
All right. Yeah. I'll allow one of you to make a manipulation roll with a +1 bonus from the other person assisting. So between Caldy and Ryzen, whichever one of you wants to make the roll does so at +1.
Okay, my base is 7.
My base without the bonus is 9.
I will assist.
Oh, jeez.
How is your manipulation so high? Wow.
Because I have an empathy of 6.
I didn't know you could get that high.
You can if your kin attribute and your profession attribute are both the same.
Nice.
All right. Okatai, you can roll insight.
Hold on.
I think this might be one of the first times we've had an opposed roll.
On yourself, I think.
And the way opposed rolls goes is it's manipulation versus insight. So after Okatai rolls, if he succeeds, Ryzen has the opportunity at that point to push if he wants, but Okatai can't push.
Crap.
Right. So Ryzen, you can push the manipulation if you would like.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, so you're trying to calm them down, but Okatai, you can tell that they are deliberately trying to calm you down. You kind of see through their, not necessarily their ruse, but you can tell that they're trying to put you at ease for some reason.
If everything is fine, you won't mind me doing this. I'm just gonna raise the holy symbol in the direction of Risen and like walk toward him to push it on him.
Okay.
Chest Chase is going to back up with his hands up. Just staying out of this combat.
Desi will wake up
If I
and go out to see what the fuss is.
if nobody stopped me before I get to Risen, when I touch him with the holy symbol, I'm gonna cast Banish Demon on him.
All right.
Wouldn't it be funny if it actually banishes one of us?
I would change the narrative very
That'd
quickly.
be so bad.
It's the disease that makes you see the real thing.
Okay, Okatai, the first one's free.
As long as he doesn't do that to Tresties, it might work.
What's going on? Why is everyone freaking out?
Okatai's seeing us as demons or something.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Very
Why?
unknown at this
Don't know.
time.
Don't know.
So there's this flash of green energy from Okatai's holy symbol. Kind of washes over, and
I resist the very strong urge to react because that could get me killed right now.
and Okatai does not seem to have any effect.
Okatai's going back a few steps, look at his holy symbol, and shake it a bit. Like, is this thing working? He's going to put a knee on the ground. You see
Still
him
here,
here.
Okatai, because I'm not a demon and neither is anybody else.
There are demons everywhere. I don't know. I don't know if you're telling the truth. What is an illusion and what is a lie? He's just shaky
I'm
about
going to recommend that you don't eat any more of the whatever mushrooms or whatever you found in a forest.
Only thing we found in the forest was that body. There was nothing around it. Didn't eat anything. Oh God. I'm going to try to
Okatai.
stand up and walk a bit further away.
Perhaps what it's affecting you is magical in nature. Perhaps you can sense magic to determine the source.
Maybe something on the remains of that person maybe triggered this. I don't know.
Do I feel sick, Kirk?
You do feel a bit feverish.
Should I make an intelligence roll to make a link between those two things?
Make a medicine roll.
Sure.
Uh, you do feel like you feel a little bit feverish, whatever feverish would be for a wolfkin.
My nose is hot.
Yeah, you're there. You go.
Oh man.
And you know a little bit of the chills, and it is possible somebody in a fevered state could hallucinate.
You step back and keeping everyone at bay with the fear. And I'm going to try to cast nature cure on myself to remove a disease.
Okay.
I think it's nature cure. Yeah, nature cure.
So you need a power level equal to 1/3 of the virulence.
And I do know the variance of it. But I do have a scroll for that.
So Okatai kind of like keeps everybody at bay with like his spear, and with like one hand kind of pulls out this scroll, keeping an eye on everybody. And as he intones this magic, and this warm energy kind of radiates through his body, and your vision starts to clear, and your temperature comes down. You feel, I mean, you still feel calm thanks to Trestius, but your vision clears and you can see your friends for who they truly are.
I think it was some sickness, but I must be very honest with you. I don't know if what I see now or what I saw then is real. Still fuzzy.
What are you saying now, Okadai?
Your face came back. You're not demon anymore. But my mind
I can
is still-
assure you what you're seeing is real.
I make it felt real. It felt like the demon were trying to trick me into letting this be. I don't know how to say that. Like, you know what? A demon are trying to trick you. This could be. I could be somewhere else in here. It could be like all a lie, illusion.
I'm not sure how we could make you feel better about that.
Just being honest that I have. Like, I feel doubt in me right now.
Well, perhaps you can use your snout and smell us, and sure that we smell proper at least.
Desi's going to put herself between Okatai and Kuldi.
I close his eyes for a few seconds and just smell the air, trying to figure out if this feels right.
Yeah, and as you sniff around, they do smell like your friends that you're used to.
Yeah, this is real. Feels real. What happened to me? What was that?
Not entirely sure.
I was asleep. I got no answers for you. Probably wouldn't have any answers for you if I was awake either. So, I mean,
I don't have any idea what happened.
I was about to cure Tresta's demons.
Probably that Uber demon trying to mess with our minds and turn us against each other so we can get the relics back.
It's as good a theory as any with all the weird shit on this island.
I wasn't aware that Okadai had the ability to use his magic to counteract possession.
It was not for possession, it was for disease and poison. I felt feverish and shaky. I thought that maybe exhaustion or the disease could make me hallucinate. What I banished was merely for poison and disease.
Something you stumbled into, perhaps.
All I did was clear the body. Did not affect the mind. Or possession for that matter. The only thing I remember doing alone was going near that corpse.
That seems the likely cause, then. We're almost home. Shall we try to make our way?
Sorry about that.
It's been a long trip.
We're gonna shoot his spear and show his hand, but I'm fine peace.
And as you guys are discussing things, I will get everybody to roll their food and water for the day.
Oh, of course.
I'm only gonna ask the good friends if you can help me. Some of us have spells to see true illusion. We're gonna expect more of this better be prepared.
Oh.
Everybody's done freaking out.
Well, I believe I'm gone, so if you have to freak out, yeah, the floor is yours.
Nah, I had my fun already. So I'm kind of achy right now. Ow.
When we get home, I'm gonna ask my girlfriend to help me prepare because I don't want this to happen again. I'm gonna steer someone. I want to be sure I'm scoring the right one.
Chris, when we wake up, can we spend our XP?
Yeah, you spend it while you were resting, so I'll say sure.
I'm going to pick up Marksman 3
Ooh.
for 15 XP. Yeesh.
Chris, I'm
Chris-
trying to remember. Once you've picked up the first level of a talent, do you need to roll to make the rest? Or can you just buy the rest?
No, you can just buy the rest.
Excellent. I will do that with Sword Fighter. I'll buy. Does it have to be one level at a time?
Yes.
Okay, so I will pick up Sword Fighter level 2.
So, throwing arm level 2, that's 6 experience.
Yep.
I'll leave you to teach me going on eventually, Mr. Colby.
What was that?
Eventually, I'll leave you to teach me about throwing arm. I can learn it on myself, by myself, but I just can't get the
Uh-huh.
right touch
Happy
to
to teach
get
you.
it far away.
Happy to.
Hey, Chris, if you want to learn to throw things like knives and such, is that marksmanship?
Yes, marksmanship is any thrown or ranged weapon.
Also, throwing arm helps with that too. +1 thrown weapon or sling. Rank 2
Yeah.
gives me all
Yeah,
attacks that have long range.
Yeah, I was looking at the talent. I just wasn't sure if it was marksmanship or if there was a separate skill. I thought maybe marksmanship was just for like bows and crossbows. I got too many things I want to buy, and I've got XP. I'm just like, I don't know which one to buy next.
I think we're all in that boat. But I'll never save 15 XP again, so I might as well spend it. But I think after XP, we're going to head home, yeah?
I think so.
Yep, I think so.
Everybody's keeping an eye on Okatai.
That was like 10 sessions to get there and back.
Yeah, it was a very long walk.
All right. So nobody needs to lead the way because you guys have been here before. Making your way to the village, it is peaceful and uneventful. And right around probably like 10 o'clock in the morning or so, you guys arrive safe and sound back home at the village. Everybody gains a willpower for returning to your stronghold.
Ooh.
I think we all also gain a reputation because now the village should have finished building the market.
Everybody gains a willpower.
Yeah, if I remember, we were kind of
Yes.
desperately low on willpower.
Except for me.
I'm back up to 5.
I'm now at
I'm-
6 thanks to failing a roll.
I'm at 7 now. Thank you,
I'm
combat.
telling you, it wouldn't.
If anyone doesn't need it,
When?
let me know. I will take it.
The village is just as you left it. Everybody is going about their business. Unfortunately, with the updates to Foundry, I can't open my village log, so I don't have my NPC name list handy.
Oh no.
And we've been gone long enough for the market to be finished.
Yes, you guys do have a market now.
Everyone gains a reputation.
So we have reputation 2 now?
You have +1 to whatever your reputation was.
Okay, so it's 2. At least for me.
Hell no,
5 for
I didn't
Tristius.
find it.
Holy, what have you been doing?
Miscast.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, yeah. I suppose that reputation isn't necessarily good.
No, it's just
Yeah,
it's
I'm
just
gonna
high.
call him right.
Apparently, being a necromancer gets around.
Imagine.
Hey, Chris, quick question.
Yep.
If I want to get into like brewing my own alcohol and such, is that covered by chef or is there a separate thing like herbalist?
I would say it would be covered by chef. It would be a chef. It would be a crafting role if you want to do anything super fancy. And I would say if you want to pick up the herbalism talent, that would allow you to get things to give you bonus dice on that crafting role. Your settlement's coming along quite nicely. You have a pasture, a sheepfold, a field, a fireplace, a forge, a garden, the inn, a quarry, and now a marketplace.
Wow.
How? Makes it sound like we're actually doing something.
I mean,
The last encounter we had, we really need walls.
Walls and guards, yeah.
The
Yeah, the
people
tower.
that are in your
Need a
house,
tower.
yes.
Walls take a lot of stone, and the quarry is running as fast as it can. I put as much people as the quarry can contain. Well, more stone faster you need more.
yes, safe and secure back at your village. You guys can figure out what it is you would like to do.
Desi's just kind of keeping an eye on Oktai, just kind of warily watching him. Just in case.
We got a bunch of sets to drop on the forest. And if I remember well, all of you, unless our ships that need to be repaired. So, like, in the hour, that was put around or something.
Sorry, I didn't catch any of that.
I will put my thumb down and my head. The thing that was put around need to be repaired and a lot of weapons. I think.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
some weapons to fix and armor to fix, and
You
arrows
told her
to
call the
build.
city police. I
some
told
chores
her
to do.
the same thing.
Yeah, just 1 or 2.
So I'm going to take the cards to Ford and ask him to list them the things we need done. And I'll also want to get an armor repaired and a weapon, an axe and a sword for Morgan.
Okay.
I made him a promise.
How does armor work in this game?
In what regard?
If I wanted to pull something very expensive out of my bag, trade it for armor, like a chainmail vest or something, could I wear it, and what effect?
You absolutely can wear it. It may count as a heavy item. I think chainmail's a heavy item.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay because I've added how much I can carry now.
And now that you guys do have a marketplace, you can see if the marketplace has anything for sale rather than getting keys to build it.
I mean, I could build it if you need chainmail. We have iron now.
So with the metal, we had old ones that needed to be repaired. So I would start by repairing the old one. Anybody else who's been armor?
My
I didn't-
chainmail needs to be fixed.
Yeah, same.
Trustius really needs to be fixed. Yours is definitely in worse shape. And Brianne has
Technically,
some-
it's yours.
yeah. Okay. So mine needs to be really fixed. Trustius's I dinged up a bit by wearing it. And Brieth has a notch or two in her blade that need to be fixed before she complains.
We still have 4 beaten down chainmail equipment that we can repair, and rust bite needs to be fixed. So that's going to be a challenge.
Everybody could wear chainmail. That'd be nice.
If they're strong
We have
enough to
enough-
carry it.
Well, I
We have
suppose,
enough
yeah.
for anyone-
Goldie probably shouldn't.
We have enough for everyone. We just didn't have the time yet to get all of them repaired.
Yeah.
So just so you
There were-
guys are
there were
aware,
two-
with the marketplace, your marketplace, like, so anything in the gear list that is listed as common, they have, so you can just buy it outright if you want. Anything that is listed as uncommon, they might have. Basically roll a d6, and if you roll a 4, 5, or 6, they have it. And anything that is listed as rare on a 6, they actually have it. And you can make a new roll basically each week as the different peddlers and stuff kind of stop by your marketplace.
Okay, so arrows are 12 copper. If I want to buy 3 sets of those, it's what, 36 copper?
Yep.
Which is what, 3 silver or 6 copper?
Yep. Basically, the marketplace just saves you guys having to craft everything. And Keys will look at the basically the very rundown armor and weapons that you have, and the literal cartloads of broken ass shit. It's like, I'll fire up the forge. Just lay it there on the table in order of preference.
Well, those are the things we need to repair, and those are the things we can melt down to get iron ingot.
Oh, good. So I don't need to repair the completely broken stuff.
Nope, the completely broken stuff was just a source of metal. Hard finding metal, so I thought that would be a factor.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably going to be some impurities and stuff that I'll have to work out, but I can work with this.
And Desi's sword, I'll repair myself.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
probably need to try to fix mine in a special way because I don't want to ruin the anvil with it. There's 36 people on Twitch streaming.
Are you playing nice with Brieth today?
I always play nice with Brieth.
Yes. I mean, are you... You don't normally willingly touch it.
She doesn't like me very much, so
Oh.
perhaps I can get in her good graces.
I
By
can tell you
fixing
that
her
I
up.
went to Georgetown
Besides the
today,
point, I'm
Sure.
and
far
you
more
wanna go
competent of a
hunting,
smith
go to
than
the backfield
this
of
gentleman.
Georgetown.
No
Full
offense.
box, every-
Yeah, I'd rather have her in hands that I trust. That's fair.
We're going to need to resharpen rust bite with leather because you don't want to put metal tool on her.
That would go badly.
So from a timing perspective,
It's
Chris,
this
we
way.
got like 4 sets of chainmail to
So
fix. That's
this
a
way,
day
if
at
you go
least.
that way,
Uh,
there's
I gotta fix my bow.
ish.
We gotta fix
and I heard the
Bria.
boat
So
go
we're
off. You
gonna
seen
be
that?
what? Say 2 days?
Okay.
We're going to take Kogan to shop so we can choose an axe and a sword. Because there are multiple different declinations of axe and swords, so we're going to just pick one that he likes.
All right. So yeah, he'll be like, okay. Not really an axe guy, but I mean, just because I'm
You were the one asking for an axe last time. You said for a sword and you wanted to try getting around in an axe, and do not confuse that with orchid. This is one of the try. It's what he said.
I can give
Yeah.
him a battle axe.
well, I mean, you never know when you might need to chop a guy's arm off or something.
What's your weapon of choice? I'll get you one.
I'll just go to the shop over here.
You're like Warhammer?
Warhammer's never chopped anybody's limb off.
Well,
Nice two-handed sword, two-handed axe. Morning
Mm.
stars are fun, aren't they?
Morning stars are a pain in the ass. I mean, sometimes literally. But some people like them. Just
Oh.
not me.
Albert's got really good range. Not only can they chop things off, they got a great big hook on them that you can drag them back over to you.
No, I'll take the a two-handed sword. That'd be pretty cool.
All right, I'll go ruffle through my stuff, and I will spend that free. Is it 10 gold, or is it 10 silver for 1 gold?
It is.
That little cubby.
what do you
there.
get? What, are you level
Coffee
3?
should-
I am. Yes.
It's 4 willpower for a 2-handed sword.
Is it?
I mean, it's 4 gold, but I mean,
It's two-handed sword is only 24 silver.
No, it's 4 gold for a two-handed sword.
Anything
Oh,
axe
right.
is 24.
I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'll spend it. Sure.
Oh.
This guy's helped me out a lot.
And
So-
from what we've seen from the
I'll
past
hand
fight,
it to him. Just remember who your friends are. I pull out this awesome two-handed sword.
Yeah.
Pristine.
you just remember his name, please.
So yeah,
I'm not even sure how that sword fit in there.
Actually, looks-
I don't know how it didn't cut through, or how he carried it. It's
Still
best
getting
not
you
to-
we're still getting you an axe on the side. Just if something breaks, you have something to fall back on.
well, I got a staff to fall back on if I need to.
Your call. Next time we're out of here, you'll have weapons and armor.
From Caldy's point of view, having a big ass orc with a two-handed sword on his side is a win.
It's only fair that that Kogan gets a chance to like upgrade a few things.
Yeah.
All right.
One of them maybe try is and that axe mastery, so probably gonna get him an axe at some point. Just gonna which kind you like.
a pick up axe fighter. Right. So you guys have a couple of days here in the village. You don't have to worry about food or water, and everybody can fill their water skins up to a D12.
Ah, the well.
on the.
For actual walling stuff, I want to repair Briath. I have to repair my longbow because the smith can't do it. We don't have a bowler. And then I'm going to spend time buying paper and making scrolls.
Okay.
Is Verizon going to be doing some cooking? I'll go fishing if you want to. I
would
could
like
use more food. I've only got a D8 now.
I would like some chainmail. If somebody can
How?
do that.
We
I could-
have some, we just need to repair it.
You could just get him a chainmail hood. Make a little clasp on the front.
Yeah, we have enough chainmail for everybody. We just need to spend the time to do it.
We just need to style size it. So I think one chainmail should give you 2 style line chainmail.
We got a village. Can't we crowdsource this?
Everybody make 3 links.
We've actually done that.
Hey,
Set it on a
too.
table with
get
like
one
5
little
people
rope,
making
but I
chainmail.
don't-
Yep. Takes a while, but it's totally worth it.
I can take a quarter day and cook some food while I figure out how to prioritize my shopping list XP wise.
While I'm home, I want to train with the druid that is home.
Okay.
And I'm going to oversee the new construction that we need to start.
Okay. Perfect.
And pay the people for them to work more.
Like all the math side of the game.
All right.
So we need a place to keep the horses for them to be fed. All that time. And we'll be working towards walls and a tower. Now that we have stone.
So yeah, you're gonna need to send your lumberjacks out to get enough wood for the stable.
Yeah, but the lumberjacks were out all the time we were gone. But I'll send them like when we come back, I pay them and send them again because we need more wood and more stone.
Perfect.
So the lumberjack team and the quarry team are when we get back, I pay them and send them again.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So I will get Trustius. You're gonna need to make some crafting rolls.
You think?
Alrighty. What do you want me to roll first?
Back.
What are you repairing first?
We'll start with Brilliant since my stats are full at the moment.
Storm.
Okay.
I'll need your help with Ross by doing Billy too.
Please don't break the sword that hates me. No, I'm happy with it.
All right. So that will increase her gear bonus by 1.
She doesn't hate you. She's just a little, iffy.
Is 1 enough, or do we have to do it again?
She was only down by 1.
Perfect. Sword didn't eat me. Good.
Nope.
I'm sure it didn't talk to me.
Probably not.
Not even
But
a
I'll-
little bit.
I will treat her very good. I'll be very gentle.
Desi will watch, really amused.
In the back of my head going, I could suck the soul out of the sword and put it in this forge. He wouldn't say that
So
out loud, but in his
so glad
brain,
mind
he's
reading
just
the
like,
thing.
I could kill you right now and you don't know it.
Oh, she probably knows it.
Well, then
Thankfully
she'll
does.
appreciate it better. Any other roles you need for me, Chris?
You're repairing your longbow?
Yeah.
I have a challenge for you. I have Ross by to fix.
I'm right
That's
back.
plenty to fix the longbow.
Okay.
And I think that's it outside of scrolls. I'm not sure what's involved in that.
I
Making
need you to. I have a challenge for you. You need to repair Ross bike.
Oh, you want me to fix that? Sure.
So repairing rustbite is going to have a minus. We'll say a -1 penalty,
Okay.
just because you can't
Could you
use
put
the
out-
normal things.
Oh, that's right, because it eats all the metal. -1. Okay. I'll push that. I can't fix this thing. The tools don't work.
What's more is basically at this point that sword cannot be repaired,
Like ever?
like ever.
Oh, is it broke or just damaged?
Whatever its current gear bonus is the maximum gear bonus on it.
It has just lost one gear bonus. Okay.
Sorry,
Well,
I was throwing 7 dice.
Even if this raises smithing eventually.
You'd have to find some special. No, conventional means will not repair the sword.
Damn it.
Ouch.
Forbidden Realm. What happened like that? There must be a legendary foundry somewhere where this was made. Maybe we can find strange materials or a place where we can fix that.
The trouble is the smith that we have as a guy always succeeds, right? So in some way it makes more sense to use him. I just never thought I'd lose on 7 dice twice.
It's a sword that eats metal. You cannot use an anvil. You cannot use a hammer. Oh, it's a talent.
Right. Making scrolls is a lore roll.
Lore roll. Okay, so I can buy lots of parchment and I could buy lots of ink.
Yep. Kind of depends on how much cash you have.
Yeah, I got just without group loot 11 silver, 4 copper. And paper is what? 6 copper, ink is 2 silver. So
Yep.
I can do a bunch depending on how the rolls go.
I imagine there's no interest in buying in bulk. I'm pretty sure I might give you more page, so.
Right, so I'll do my first one for Immolate.
Okay.
Damn it. Do I dare push that? No, I don't think I want to. So that would cost me, what was that? 2 silver and 6 copper. I assume the ink and quill's been used, right?
Yep. And takes a quarter day to make a scroll as well.
So that'll fill my day doing those rolls.
Yep. All right. I believe Desi was going fishing.
Yep.
Okay. Give me a survival roll.
We have a fishing rod somewhere, don't we?
Yep.
Can I borrow it?
Okay. Yep. There you go.
So that'll give you a +1 for fishing. You catch 2 fish.
Yay!
And that'll take you basically into the evening because it takes a quarter day for fishing. What was Caldi doing?
Aldi was. Is it? Are we too tapped out for me to find like exotic items or flowers or stuff in the woods?
You can certainly go foraging if you would like.
I would like to.
All right.
What role is that? It's been a while.
That is survival at -1 because it is still spring.
I will push.
Right.
There we go.
So you do find some exotic plants. We'll say that you find. One sec here. I thought I had written down the name of the plant. Apparently, I have not. But you do find some exotic herbs and the like that. I mean, you don't know what their value is, but definitely nothing that you've seen before. Maybe poisonous, maybe medicinal. You're not sure.
Maybe I can pass it to somebody who knows this stuff.
Maybe.
Is there anybody on our team that's like a shaman, medical doctor, or anything like that?
I will go this way.
I was going to say Okatai, maybe.
Yep.
So I will pass that to Okatai when I have a moment.
Can you verify that?
So yeah, it is it's a forest shrub that he has found. Extremely bitter. Very unpleasant tasting. But it can be, you're vaguely familiar with it. It's called Anna leaf. And it's used to give temporary resistance to various animal toxins.
Well, I will present that as a gift to Okatai then, if he would like it. Since he's our medic.
What the point that the girl from the first village is looking for?
I didn't get any of that, sorry.
Me neither.
The mayor of the first village who was looking for a plant. Was it that one?
No, I didn't catch that.
Something of a mare, maybe?
The mayor from the first village, I think, was looking for a plant against poison. Was this one?
Oh, the mare from the first village.
Yes, this is the one.
Remember when we first got on this island? The mayor from the zombie village, he asked us to try to find that specific one, that plant.
It was like the first session.
It took a while. But it's practical to prevent poisoning, yeah. That's a nice point, Mr. Colby.
Anytime.
All right. What is Ryzen doing?
Sorry, somebody asked, like, if you want, I can spend like a quarter day making food because someone suggested that.
Yes, please. No one wants a hungry fighter.
Yeah, that's fine. I did have a question. So if I wanted, make the crafting is pretty catch-all. It looks like from reading the description. So if I actually wanted it for things like brewing and such, that would be appropriate.
Absolutely, yeah. And
Okay.
that's specifically for like I'll say the crafting is for making your own brews, like just run of the mill stuff, just like cooking food and things like that. You don't need to make any roll for. This is if you
Yeah.
want to truly make something impressive.
Okay, because I was thinking of buying crafting anyway if I want to like make my own items, and I was just reading the Smith talent to see if I would really, if I need the Smith talent for the ideas I have for making my own stuff. So.
Okay.
Okay, but for now I'll do a quarter day of cooking since I have been requested to do that.
Okay.
Your fish is the best.
Perfect. So the 2 fish can be turned into 2 dice worth of rations for people.
If we need more food, I can always go fishing again.
Well, I'm at a D10 for food right now, so I'm guessing I'm okay.
I'm only at a D8. Is anyone else at a D8 or lower?
I got a D12. I can pass you a share, bring you up to D10.
Oh, well, the fish that he just cooked will.
Well, Kogan will take some of the fish. Since he eats like an orc.
Yeah, we need to buff his ration up.
Okay. So I'll go up to a D12 because Kogan's taking one and I'm taking the other.
Yep.
And I'm getting one from Caldy.
Yep.
Perfect.
And what was Okatai was getting everything organized for all the people and stuff.
Yep, I'm organizing all the people, and I'll be taking some training when I can.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, she
I want to check with the villager and the refugee if we had anyone who knew about alchemy among them.
roll a d6.
Luck roll.
No alchemists amongst the people here. You can roll again in a week. Somebody may have come in with the peddlers or whatever. But
Yeah, looks for this week nothing. Because if you want to make your brew have a special effect, maybe we can find someone to teach you special tricks with plants. Resin. But yeah, for my day, I'm gonna organize people for the village, and if I have time left, I'm gonna go train.
yes, it takes like your afternoon and early evening, but
Good. Come back the smith, not the smith, but the quarry people and the woodmans and all that, and get the new building up.
and then everybody does their things. Get some sleep inside actual buildings and actual beds.
Nice.
All at the same time.
Yeah, we all
This
sleep
is-
at the same time. Weird.
That's sorcery.
The next
We're
day,
paying good silver to have a guard.
the next day you're getting into the actual month of spring wane now. So the tail end of spring, coming on to summer. It's starting to get warm in the mornings.
This is weird. I'm used to being cold and damp and kind of achy from sleeping on a rock. I like this.
So what are folks doing today?
I'll go fishing again so we can get topped up. So everybody can get topped up to a D12.
Okay.
I might try this fishing
Nice.
thing too.
It's peaceful, man. It's really peaceful. Careful you don't fall asleep, because it's really easy to fall asleep out here. It's really nice. Kind of like it. It's weirdly peaceful. I'm going to spend XP again, Chris, to get Sword Fighter level 3.
Okay.
I'll use standing on the boat to better my balance. That's my excuse.
Gotcha. Everybody can hit the rest button. Okay, so Kaldi and Desi are going fishing. Are you guys going fishing in the little lake here, or are you going off to find a more secluded spot?
We can just go fishing in the lake, unless you want to.
That's fine by me.
Okay. And what is well, we'll just kind of go down the list again. What's Trustius doing today?
So I'll pick up my armor that they fixed at the smith,
Okay.
first of all, because it's beat to pieces. And I will buy parchment paper and ink.
Yeah, the peddler's like, back again. Yeah.
And try that lore roll one more time.
If you have coin, Kachita's wares.
I could use the book, but that book is just brutal.
That peddler is just like, my cash cow. You've come back.
Are you kidding me?
Would you like would you like to perhaps buy in bulk?
No.
You know, if I put some money on that, I'm gonna need parchment for my soul too. We probably can get us a price if we buy in bulk.
You can always try. All right. So yeah. So it takes you the morning, but you do finally get your MLH scroll written up. Picture's got like a bunch of whiteout and scratch marks on it.
Fuck.
It's like, I got to get this right. I don't want to go see that peddler again.
Oh, I'm gonna go see him again.
All right. What is Okatai doing this morning?
I didn't check last time, but does my teacher have the path of seeing through sight? Not sure exactly the name of the drug.
Aliana.
Perception. Path of perception, I think.
She does not. She's a healer and a shapeshifter.
Okay. Did he have the last level of healing?
Yes, she does.
We'll ask her to do that. You will.
Yeah, she is. She's willing. She's been keeping herself busy, kind of helping the people here around the town. You do notice as she's teaching you that she is an exceptionally powerful magic user.
Okay. And Anna self, I think.
She's a half elf, yeah.
Yeah. I heard rumors about them being quite powerful.
First point of willpower counts as 2. But yes, she'll take the morning to teach you the intricacies of being one with nature and some of the more potent effects that come with mastering healing magic.
More serene way of view of things that I've been learning from like people that are a little bit more savage books. Like,
So she will teach you basically how to open yourself to be able to commune with the storms and cause weather shifts. And she will teach you the secret skill of bringing a dead person back as not undead, but that is not without risks.
yeah.
And
Important to avoid.
and the person who comes back is forever changed.
I mean, they're changed when I do it. They're changed when you do it.
Just don't come back whole, whatever happens.
What is Ryzen doing in the morning?
I am going to spend the is it 5 XP to buy crafting 1?
Yep.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay, perfect. All right. Desi and Caldi, one of you can give me a survival roll with +1 for the assistance of the other person.
My survival would be 6.
Oh, I'm definitely helping you then. Here, take the fishing rod. So you can get, I think it was a +1 from the fishing rod and a +1 from me.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, that's a fish.
Yep.
You're right. This is fun.
Hmm. Can barely hear the clanging over at the forge.
Probably why we didn't catch 2.
Yeah, probably.
And whichever one of you is the best can give me a scouting roll.
My scouting would be 6.
That would be you.
I get an ambush bonus too, right?
Yep.
All of my skills are on the top half of the.
I'm gonna push that.
Please.
There we go.
Right. So you guys are, kind of out in the middle of the lake here. Taking that little rowboat out for a spin, and just kind of passing the time. And Cully, you see with your keen goblin eyes, moving through the woods, what looks like a group of individuals doing a very good job of being stealthy. Just kind of picking their way through those woods.
All right. Kind of point them out to.
You can tell enough to
Desi.
tell that they are humanoid. But beyond that, they're roughly human size, so they're not goblins or halflings or dwarves or anything.
No, this ain't good. I'll point that out to Desi and say we should probably get back to shore and let everybody know there's a company coming.
You're muted.
I'm not. Company? What company?
Yeah, I point out to there's a group out there.
What are they doing?
Looks like they're
Is
sneaking
she-
around.
Sneaking around? Really? Okay. Desi's gonna stand up in the boat and look toward where Caldy's pointing and yell out, "Hey guys! You training or something?"
Oh, that didn't go as planned.
Oh, Desi.
I forgot I was the brains of this outfit.
Next time, just say you had to poo and just row the boat back.
Get her to do it. I gotta go real bad.
It'll be a while if we're getting Caldy to do the rowing.
I can tell already I'm gonna need my diapers changed anyway.
A voice calls up from the woods, a very, very gruff voice. It says, "Are you the chieftain here?"
Am I the chieftain here? Sure, look at Caldy. I don't think I'm the chieftain here. Should I tell him I am? Should I?
Kind of a council.
Yeah, we're kind of a council.
What you need?
What are they doing?
How many of you are there on this council?
Oh,
14, 26.
He's got to be. Depends. Depends who's in and who's out at the time. At least a half a dozen usually. Who's asking?
The blind wolf is curious.
Do I know who Blind Wolf is?
Make a lore roll.
I'd love to.
You've heard Kogan mention them in passing. The blind wolf is a rather large orcish tribe.
Hogan part of it?
No,
Enemies with it?
you're not sure. He just kind of mentioned it in passing.
Is the Blind Wolf looking to open up a trade route?
The blind wolf does not trade.
Blind wolf looking to die today? Because we can arrange that. She'll kind of mutter that to Caldy, not yell it across the lake like she was doing before.
This going to be one of those we got to learn to respect each other's strengths before we be allies thing? Because I'd just as soon avoid the bloodshed of the innocents over in the village there.
Goblins and humans have no strength.
Well, they got more than goblins and humans in this little tribe.
Gather your tribute. We'll be back tomorrow.
All right. Bring a little something for us, too. We'll have something special for you.
This is gonna be messy, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Trusted. It is.
Row me to shore. Let's row to shore so I can change my underwear.
Should I just like shake you into the water or something?
Have you ever smelt wet goblin? Of course you have.
No. Well, I mean, there was that time in the caves as she paddles toward shore. Better than wet dog.
Yeah, I think the smell of blood covered up some of the more pungent odors.
Oh, yeah, maybe. It was kind of irony.
So Caldi and Desi come back with a fish. Enough to turn into
Fish, bad news. Yeah, when everybody gets together, Desi and I will make our presentation. Especially with Kogan. We definitely need Kogan there. He might be our negotiator.
I mean, if they want a tribute, you could just put me and Briath in a field. Let them try to collect.
Kogan, what do you know about this tribe?
they're they're a nomadic marauders. They roam the plains, taking what they want, killing, pillaging. They are they're not. This is bad.
How many are there?
Hard to say precisely, but they are a tribe. They're not a small group. Last I heard, they had, I don't know, maybe 20 bands under one banner. I don't know how
Maybe
many are
don't
currently
put me in
with
a
them.
field.
And they would be traveling all together, more or less.
Yes, the tribe moves as one. They may have outriders. It's entirely possible that some of the bands have broken off. Others may have joined. They may have conquered some and enslaved them. I can't give an accurate count as to what their numbers might be.
Any recommendations?
Stand and fight or leave. They will not have any compunctions about killing everyone here, taking what they want, destroying the rest.
How large is the band?
Band is between 10 and 20.
So there could be 200 orcs out there.
Could be. The size of the tribe is dependent entirely on the strength of the leader. Strong leader keeps the others in line, keeps them in check, make sure that they get their due share. A weak leader can't do that unless people will follow them. I don't know the current leader of the tribe.
People that go with tribal raider like that. If you don't prove you're strong fast, you're just food.
How would this work if we chose to fight? Would they come and fight, or would there be a parley first?
No, they would seek to prove their strength and dominance. You're not orcs. You're not worth parlaying with.
But you are. If you rode out, would they speak with you?
No.
From what I know, we need to make the first encounter so costly that they will not push forward. We need to prove strength as fast as possible. Be as decisive and as deadly as possible on the first encounter, so it's not worth their time. If they work anything like my people. I say that as I rub the hair on my boar.
They respect strength. If I was to ride out alone, they would see me as weak since I don't have a band. They would kill me or capture me and enslave me. If I was to ride out with any of you, they would see me as weak for being with non-orcs.
Well, that's sound advice. Do you want to put this? And this is Caldy will say it to the rest of the group. Should we put this up to vote with the citizens here, or we just want to go out there and stomp them ourselves?
We took up the measure in protecting them. You might want to warn them of what's about to come down, but what I say is we stand up and fight. That's why they respect what we ask of them, is because we protect them.
When did they say they were going to return?
Yeah, in the morning. Oh, they said the morning, right?
They said
Mhm.
tomorrow.
And what time of day is it? What time of day is it now?
It's about noon.
So there's still time to spend XP and buff up.
Yeah, buff up and crowd control.
So we already know the wall will not be done for tomorrow.
No, I can't imagine the wall would be done.
If I could see their leader tonight or this evening, I may be able to kill him before the morning.
I'd offer to sneak you in, but I'm not really sneaky.
Alternatively, if we can pool our willpower, I could have the Death Knight up and running and strong. It's the only options I have to assist in this. Or we just kill them when they come.
I mean, it'd be kind of nice to have somebody beside me in the field. I mean, Fokentai can keep me on my feet. Between the two of you keeping me on my feet.
It's not how my magic works.
Hmm. Hmm.
The spear that just is intended for me, I can get you back up at least one really good time, and as the fight goes on, I should be able to ramp up to put you again. It's a lot of my energy, but it would be fine to keep you up. But I'll leave Mr. Colby to give me a couple of primer about throwing stuff before we go to bed.
I'll happily do that.
How hard would it be to get that Death Knight up? What do you need to make that happen?
I would need to take strength from some of you. The more the better, if you have any to spare.
The more I spare for you, the less I've got when I'm on that field.
The spear intended for me, it works once a day.
Yes.
I'm not going to be using it today. So if we can use what's in there today to raise that creature, that will work.
It should. No.
Is that all out? I don't have anything else. The disease sapped me out of what I had left.
I could deforest a portion of the woods to the east.
There's a part of wood over there that we need to cut down to build a new stable, so we could You got to power yourself.
It comes with its own risks, of course.
You gotta keep the orc far away from you.
If I did that, it would take a quarter day. Then I would need to animate the Death Knight and then sleep.
It's a pity we don't know where the orcs are right now, or you could just suck their camp dry. Right? That's how
If I
that works.
could, if I can get close enough, yeah. It will work on people as well, but it does take 6 hours.
They're close enough to people.
In Cody fight, I expect something very harsh to deal with.
Wait. I can make this work. I just need a volunteer that's going to be uncomfortable for a time.
Uncomfortable how?
Yeah, define uncomfortable.
My magic is. You've seen my magic. Nothing I do is something that is pleasant to experience, but it shouldn't harm you.
Well, I'm teaching Okatai. And I only have 1 willpower.
As long as they'll still be able to fight tomorrow. Because, I mean, let's face it, I'm going to end up fighting tomorrow.
In theory, it should be fine, unless the magic goes awry.
That's reassuring.
Magic of this magnitude is unpredictable. There is always a risk. But if things go well, then I should be able to animate the Death Knight at full power this evening. But I will need a volunteer.
For doing this, I need to train to be ready for tomorrow.
So who's left to volunteer?
That would be me. Unless Ryzen wants to.
What exactly does this entail?
Getting uncomfortable.
Can we deal in less vagaries and more specifics, please?
I will use my dagger and my magic to summon a great deal of energy. I'll put that energy in you. It'll be uncomfortable.
And then what
No.
happens?
Yeah, and then
No.
what happens?
Then I'll take it back. And I'll animate the Death Knight.
So you're going to infuse me with your creepy hoogaboo magic, and then you're going to what? Take my life force and essence and such to raise an army of dead or undead or something?
One undead, but essentially, yes.
Is this going to be especially taxing to my will?
Not excessively, no.
because I'm feeling rather emboldened in the will department, and I kind of need that. And if I have to like emergency heal people across the field, that's my concern. If I lose too much of it,
Should only, in the end, assuming the magic goes well.
assuming your magic goes well, that's a good one.
It would slightly reduce your current strength of will.
We got any other volunteers, or am I seriously it here?
Well, it's either you or me. Are you planning on going out in the field tomorrow?
When do I not go out on the field?
I don't know, man. You're usually behind me. I can't see you. Or, there's a whole lot of
I'm
bodies.
usually on another part of the battlefield, and I'm not quite the ass kicker you are, but I'm right up in everybody else's fucking face in a fight.
As I say, I can deforest where the stables are going. It would just take more time.
Could you deforest where the orcs are? How close do you need to get?
Close.
It took like 8 hours to do. He needs to stay in the middle of the orcs for like 6 hours and do his thing, and then deforest the orcs. I know the orcs are greens and the forest is green, but I don't think they're going to take it as easily as the forest.
The magic is not subtle. It can be subtle.
I usually just notice the after effects. I don't really.
I was going to say, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
there's
don't
anything
really-
subtle about your magic. It's quite noticeable when it happens.
Only when something goes really wrong or really right. But you always kind of walk off on your own when you do your magic, so that's probably why.
It's for your
Okay.
own safety. I'm just giving options. Those are the options I have available.
All right. Well, I need as much of my strength of will as possible for tomorrow. Because everything I do, well, I mean, that's what keeps me going out there.
Alternatively, I could infuse you with my magic instead of the death blade.
What would that be? Because
Could you,
I've seen some things that have been affected by your magic, and it tended to go badly.
could you
I
raise
don't
the
really
dead
want to
with?
die.
Could you raise the dead with your dagger and use my staff to embolden her afterwards to give her back the willpower you took from her?
Can I do both? Can I train Okatai and then volunteer for this thing?
Your staff would be very useful, actually. And I expect that you could train Mokutai and suffer through this minor inconvenience. It's fast, if uncomfortable.
Or when learning a new tricks, would any temperature be of use to us? Like if they were fog or something, could that help us deal with them?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, if I have time to do both, I'll train first, then volunteer. Or whatever order is required. If you need more time, then I'll volunteer first, then train.
Yeah, I mean, you've got an entire day until the orcs are coming back, so.
All right, that's the plan. Are we telling the people at large about this thing? We're going to keep it to ourselves.
It would be more appropriate to warn them so the athletes can barricade and stuff. I don't think it would be fair to them if we just kept that to ourselves and don't tell them anything. We're going to protect them, but it won't be fair to tell them.
Tell them what? To hide in their attics? Actually, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. Raiders are coming tomorrow. We're going to deal with them, but just in case, hide in your attic. Maybe some of our friends here with a little bit of more words than I do can whip up something more encouraging to tell them. And whip their spirit up. I don't know. Never been a chieftain. Too young for that.
So, what are you guys doing for the afternoon?
I'm training Nokotai.
Training for strong. Test this if it doesn't take a quarter day just before that.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna borrow Caldy just for
but
a
I got one.
couple minutes,
All right.
Don't have to
and
worry
hopefully
about
this
it, but-
goes well.
Yeah, he's
And we're gonna do this in a corner, so it's just
always
you and me.
adventuring.
This is going to suck, isn't it?
One of those
Yeah.
things.
Chris, so I'm gonna activate my knife.
Okay.
Wait. What level is your staff, Okatai?
One of them takes.
I have no idea what you're asking me.
I'm asking Okatai. What level is your?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, 7 willpower. I think.
What was the power level? Was it 2 or 3? Do you remember?
I think I have that noted somewhere. It was power level 3.
Okay, so it's the same.
Not
So
gonna
if I
have it.
did that,
And I have a- Oh, no.
all right. So I'm gonna use your staff
I have to figure something out.
to cast blood channeling level 3. A few things have to go right for this not to blow up in her
Coffee
face.
is,
I do have the ingredient. Not that it matters. And I can't
in about
safecast
20
it.
minutes. Better
Oh, I
stay
can because I have the ingredient.
close, but,
Oh, this is gonna
Gonna
work
be
out actually.
again.
So activating the knife or activating the staff gives me 6 willpower.
See,
Okay.
And how much willpower do you have, Trev?
I just have one.
I'm going to give you 7.
Willpower?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Maybe arming people.
You just stand there and scream while this horrible necromantic magic is happening.
I can do that.
I'm going to activate the knife to give me 6 willpower. And then I'm going to cast transfer again. Oh, I didn't cast transfer yet. Wait a minute. Let me put this back. Okay, so we're back. Then I got to cast transfer.
Okay.
Just a few steps to this. It's all 0 dice, so they're never gonna go bad.
So far.
So I'll give you 6 willpower, Trev.
Okay.
Then I activate the knife. That gives me 6 willpower. I cast transfer. Which works again. And I take 4 willpower from you. So you're up 2 willpower and I'm full.
Okay.
Now, from a balance perspective, for people watching, that took 28 sessions to be able to pull off.
And it hurt like hell.
And narratively is probably horrible for Goldie.
Yeah, there's
Aldi's an old man.
there's power flowing through this ancient goblin. I imagine, as the power flows through him, you can like see his like skeleton kind of through his skin, like an X-ray sort of thing.
Yeah, and like the trees wilting around him and the grass like turning burnt, and it's probably bad, like bad. But that only takes a few seconds, actually. Just what, 3 rounds?
Yep.
And then I'm going to cast a ritual, and everybody else can do whatever they're going to do.
Perfect. So what is everybody else doing for the afternoon? So Kuldi is training Okatai.
Yes, and bitching about how much that hurt.
Like you can still feel like a tingling in your fingertips. But on the plus side, you didn't melt or get pulled into another dimension.
Fine.
Right. So what are Desi and Ryzen doing this afternoon?
Well, Briath's fixed, so I'm not sure. I might try to learn a talent.
Do you still have XP left?
I do actually.
Yeah, we've had a bit before we could spend XP. I spent 15.
I saved up 23.
Oh,
Yeah. It had been a while because I had forgotten and run out of talents to pick up. So now I've got 8 left. So I will take a look at some talents and I will let you know if I see something I like.
5 for a level 1 skill, too.
I don't think there's really. I mean, I could take stealth and try to sneak up on them, but
Well, every skill level's a dice, right? So adds up.
Yeah, and also the way penalty dice work too. Right, like having a negative die is bad because if it rolls a 6, it cancels out a success.
Which is what happened to the Rust thing.
Right. Well, while Desi decides, what is Ryzen
Oh.
doing?
Yep. I decided what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. What's Desi doing?
I'm gonna learn melee charge,
Okay.
or try to. Because at rank 1, when I move from near to arm's length, I can, as the same action, slash, stab, punch, or shove.
Yep.
And that has been, that little bit from near to arm's length has been my downfall so many times. Or at
Action and
least
comedy wise, that's great.
it's been at least a pain in the ass to me.
So that'll be a wits roll from Desi.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Right. You spend all afternoon rushing around the field like a mad woman. You can't.
And I can't push that,
No.
right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can't quite get the timing right.
Arr.
Listen
Okay.
to poor Caldy scream in the distance.
Yep. That's undoubtedly distracting.
What
That's
is
my excuse.
what is Ryzen doing in the afternoon?
I got a few questions, but one question is dodge based on the move skill?
It is.
Okay. Because I've still got 10 XP myself, and I'm trying to decide between buying melee level 2, which would take up that 10 XP because I already have 1 dot or 1 rank. And then I've got move, which I could buy to work on my dodge. But I keep looking at talents, and I'm trying to figure. I know mathematically it's probably better just to buy melee 2, but part of me is like looking at things like cold-blooded, an executioner, and ambidextrous, and wondering if some combo of those would be better. I know in this game it tends to be the more dice the better, rather than diversity.
Yeah, it kind of goes on a weird curve. Like, I picked up a ton of talents before I started raising my skills, and then I was like, oh, now it's time to start, like, 40 games in. I'm like, oh, I should buy marksmanship level 2 if I'm an archer.
2? I just picked up 3.
Yeah. I get by with super high agility and a really good bow. But yeah, my melee skill was actually, I think, higher than my marksmanship. I just didn't tell anybody. Kind of like, have you ever seen the movie Quigley Down Under?
Yeah.
You know, the final scene where it's like, didn't say I couldn't use a pistol. I just said I don't like them. So my character with melee weapons. It's like, I have X Fighter level 2 and Executioner. If I score any damage on a humanoid, it's an automatic crit. That I roll twice and take the one I want. I just don't. I shoot people with a bow because then I don't get hurt.
I was also going to ask, I forget, how easy is it to inflict a critical wound in this game?
If you bring somebody down to broken, if you drop somebody down to 0, that's when you roll the crit.
Does anybody have an opinion on this? Because I'm really like, I don't know which one to go with.
I'd go with dodge for you because you were very dodge heavy.
Yeah, like the advantage to dodge is even if you don't get completely out of the way, it still reduces the damage that you take.
We're looking between dodge and what? Executioner?
Dodge or might or melee.
Dodge, melee, or maybe the executioner talent.
Or ambidextrous or cold-blooded.
Yeah, ambidextrous, you really got to work like the entire tree to make it worthwhile.
I had to take it to level 2 to just make it work. And not using it for attacking, using it to be able to block with the off and forward.
Okay, so right now, would it be better for me to just buy move at 5 XP or buy fast footwork, which would be, 6? So
I'd go with move.
okay, I'll go with move.
Yeah, that's what I'd do.
Yeah.
Just make it so you can't be hit, right?
Yeah, because then you've always got the halflings spend willpower to mitigate damage as a fallback. So
Okay, good point. I'll go with that for now.
Perfect. So the afternoon passes. You guys spend some time training. Desi running around like a mad woman. Okatai and Kaldi training. By like late afternoon, there, Kaldi, you're starting to feel more yourself. That kind of ickiness has gone away. Ryzen is practicing his dodge. Maybe he's being like a matador for Desi as she charges around. Evening. I assume Tresius is casting his ritual.
He is.
All right. What about the rest of you?
Anybody has a good idea on how to warn the others about what's going to happen? Because we could maybe fortify the village and help it being more defensible. Can spend my
Yeah.
afternoon doing that, but we need to warn the people. That if they just see me like fortifying the village, that won't make sense, and that's gonna
Yeah.
stir up more trouble. We need like a steering speech to tell them what's going to happen and that we're going to protect them, but I need their help to fortify the place.
I would like to give that stirring speech. In fact, I would like to get them to help with the defenses if possible. You know,
We need a
the children,
steering
the old
speech and,
people, everybody else take up arms.
maybe not take
This
up
is our
arm, but
home. Let's defend it. Their only
like,
org.
at least help us fortify all the places and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That will be what I will do. I'll give that rousing speech.
Okay. Tress is doing his ritual. What is Desi doing in the evening?
Desi's gonna get some sleep and try to talk to Brieth.
Okay. What is Ryzen doing in the evening?
Trying to decide if I want to spend this last 5 XP on a talent, and I'm not sure yet.
All right.
Because I can't try to do the training thing again, right?
Yes, you can.
Oh, I will try the training thing again, so that I know if I need to spend XP in the morning.
There you go, Desi. Finally, after like 8 hours of
Hey!
running around the field.
It's because I know Culty's okay.
Yeah, he's no longer screaming in the background. You can focus.
Yeah. He and Trustius both walked back, and everybody looked like they were in one piece, alive. So that's fine.
All right. And what is Okatai doing? He's helping Kaldi with the rousing speech.
We're going to do the rousing speech, and then I'm going to organize people and try to do the fortification of the place.
Okay, perfect. All right. So yeah. So as it's a small village. Eventually, they see you guys. Tressis is off doing magic stuff. Desi is got her sword out and it seems to be like ramping herself up. The innkeeper seems to be practicing combat stuff. It doesn't take the villagers too long to pick up that like something's going on. They don't know what, but they're like, they're like talking over the fences. Like, did you see? Yeah. So do you have a somewhat not necessarily receptive audience, Caldy, but at least a curious audience?
All right.
Like, what's going on?
Okay, I'll go into it and I'll take them through a little journey. I'll start them off with that we came from other places, but we made this place our home. This is our home. We're proud of it. We're laying down grounds here. We're having children here. We're building our own version of paradise in this land of death. And unfortunately, others have noticed it, and they want to take it from us. Particularly, a tribe of orcs called the Blind Wolf. They've come here to ask for tribute. I'm not giving. I don't know about you, but I would rather fight than abandon this place or give tribute. In which case, they'll think we're weak and probably just enslave us anyway. So we're going to us, and I'll call ourselves the council. The council here is going to stand and fight to protect this village and to protect what we've all built here. And I'm hoping that you all will contribute. If you don't, we won't think anything poorly of you. But I would pack up and start going in the opposite direction of where they're coming from, because it's going to get dusty. But we've all encountered the worst that the world can throw at us, and we're still here, and we're still standing, and we're going to stay standing, and not a bunch of angry orcs are going to stop us. And I will do it more flowery than that, but that's basically the journey I'm taking them on.
Perfect. Give me a manipulation roll. We'll say at +2.
Good
You
speech.
get a bonus.
Good speech.
You get a bonus for me standing behind him and backing him up.
So that's part of the +2, right?
Yep, +1 for the speech and +1 for Okatai.
I don't want to push that. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
I got 7
basically,
dice.
basically what I'm going to say is the more successes you get, the more of the townspeople will like kind of take up arms and work in the defense of the village.
7 die. I think we can beat 1, can't we? Who's the math expert in this game?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll take it.
Perfect. There is some concern. I mean, orcs are. You've seen Kogan take hits that would like fell a lesser being and get right back up. So orcs are nothing to be trifled with. So there's a few people that are like, oh, no. You know, I'm not a fighter, but there are a few people here like, I'm not a fighter either, but I can fire a sling at a rabbit, so can't be much different.
It's a big rabbit.
So yeah, a good percentage of people, because I mean your village isn't super big, so a good percentage of the people will take up arms in defense of some nature.
And hopefully they won't notice when I slip out the back when the night falls.
Trustius casting a ritual.
Oh God. Okay, this is gonna go bad. I'm gonna cast Animate Dead, Raise the Dead. I guess. Oh no, it's not gonna be fine.
Thinking positively. I'm obviously using my dice, so means you don't have them. It'll be fine.
Is it safe to assume that some of the coins that we have amongst us belong to someone who is dead?
That is a safe bet.
I would say so. So I'll mark off coin from me. Might as well get that ingredient, right?
Yep.
I can't save cast it. Oh God, this is terrible. Terrible idea.
It's just that the higher the power level, the more juice in your undead.
So much juice. Okay, 9 dice coming. And I missed that. Power level 12? Oh shit.
Oof. Oh, that's not terrible.
Oh, fuck, I'll take that.
Yeah. That's just Like every time you roll on that magic mishap table, it's always like, oh.
Yeah, one of them kills you, right? Like you just die.
There's one that kills you. There's one that pulls you into another dimension to be tormented by demons, and then you come back in 30 days, changed and as an NPC.
Jesus.
Oh, we don't want Trustius as an NPC.
That's what
Power
happened.
level 12. Holy shit.
That's what happened to our druid in our game, and he disappeared with a freaking artifact that we need.
Power
Did Trust
level.
just go awry again?
No, it was good. This is good. I mean, there was got to be a mishap for sure. But.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 1 point of my 12 to give it a brain.
Okay. Excellent plan. Give the Death Knight a brain.
So it has a brain. And I'm going to spend, let's say 4 ranks on duration, which would be 2 days.
Okay.
So that's 5. And then the last, 7? Can go into stronger.
Okay.
Which is going to make that thing a beast.
I do like the fact that nowhere in here does it say it's under your control.
No.
I will obey simple commands and use weapons and simple too. Yeah, so it's on. Yeah, it'll listen.
It'll listen-ish.
Like it's not just like completely rogue. I just didn't put
Yeah.
Lord Soth in the middle of the village.
It obeys its maker. Perfect. So as long as you live, it's under control.
Right. So I give it the standard commands of protect the village, no villagers be harmed, don't hurt the party, etc., etc.
Perfect. Alrighty.
It's 7 is huge.
Uh-huh. All right. Night falls.
Ouch.
I sleep.
Okatai, before we sleep, gear this guy up. Weapons, armor, whatever we got.
Yeah, there are. You guys do have a couple sets of plate armor, so.
Plate armor's good. And whatever weapon we can pull out of Cully's sack.
I have a couple of spares that I have in the locker here. I can outfit him with a spear or a sword, depending on what he's more capable with. We have spare chainmail. We have spare
He used to wield Bria, so sword.
sword. We do have plate mail. I could wear plate mail tomorrow.
He can carry it.
I mean, the good news is it's a monster, so it doesn't matter what sort it is. Because it rolls on the attack table.
I think I'm going to take one of the plate mail for myself tomorrow. And Chris, I don't know how it works with the village system, but could I give a couple of silver to people to promote them to guard for the night?
Yep. Basically, the way it's going to work for things is because of Caldy's speech, you've got quite a few people that are going to function as guards for this scenario.
A couple of the leather armor there. So anyone who show up saying you're willing to fight, I'm gonna give him an armor, give him a weapon.
Perfect.
I want people to watch out tonight, just in case those people lie to us and just are gonna attack in the night.
So Keys like keeps the forge and the smithy going, kind of like co-ops a couple of people to give him a hand. You know, they're not skilled blacksmiths like he is, but they're the folks that they can put like a shoe on a horse and that sort of thing. And he gives them the basics of like so that some of the dinged and damaged stuff you get, rather than smelting down, it's faster for him to repair it than to reforge it. And basically, it's almost like a small assembly line of like weapons being fixed and out the door to people that are willing to take up arms in defense of the village. There seems to be it seems like Kaldi's words about fighting for their home, because this is something they've never had the opportunity. They were enslaved for God only knows how long to the cultists before and the demon before. So
I mean, there's a couple of people who saved from slavery from the cold people also.
Yep. So the opportunity to fight for their freedom kind of like struck a chord with some of them. Kaldi has this little like Braveheart moment.
Freedom.
Please don't pull my intestines out.
Already did. I put it back. It's fine.
Right.
Made a thing on it.
Oh, your mic's still on there, Yorick.
La même chose, les goblins, puis du lait évaporé.
Your mic's on there, Yorick.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
I'm very sorry.
No worries. All right. So morning comes. Everybody can hit their rest button.
Thank God.
The day is pleasant. There does seem to be a fair number of crows flying around in
Hopefully
anticipation
because of dead orcs.
of easy meals.
I was going to say, are they flying over the orc camp or over like where the field is supposed to be going?
Right. And as you kind of get up and kind of stretch, one of the townspeople, comes up to one of the ones that was like standing post at night. Says, "There's a lot of them."
How many?
And he kind of motions for you to follow him.
All right.
And you guys kind of, you get to like a little bit of a raised spot in the village because there's no walls on the village or anything. And you look at, and it looks like there's got to be 100 orcs, maybe more. None of them are like, they all seem to be like infantry. None of them are cavalry units because they don't have the wherewithal for that. But they do have like, there's banners kind of flapping in the wind. So you can see basically, Kogan will point out like, that's a war band. That's a war band. There's like, it looks like 5 or 6 war bands have banded together under this chieftain as this tribe. What draws your attention though are the 4 much larger bull-headed figures. They look dangerously impressive.
Minotaurs?
Minotaurs.
Lovely.
And one of the orcs kind of like steps forward towards the village, and they're kind of like lined up in ranks, like you see like the like a battlefield getting ready sort of thing. But one of them steps forward and kind of bellows loudly and says, "You had the opportunity to gather your tribute. Leave it and you can continue with your lives." Then he kind of steps back, and everybody's kind of like, you can tell they're kind of like ribbing him a little bit, like, a good speech there, yeah.
Desi.
I'm going to stay back. Clearly, you don't know who you're dealing with, nor do you know which of your little what would you call them, tribes, or what would you call one group of these people that are grouped together?
Bands?
A band.
And clearly, you don't know which band I've already extensively bribed to turn against you at the last moment. I think we're all going to be entertained here, and I'm sure your deaths will do your ancestors proud, except for the ones who took the gold, of course. But you know, they'll be well rewarded, and by us in the material world. Perhaps they can work something out with their ancestors later, and hopefully that's enough to give me a manipulation roll.
Let's see. You can certainly try.
Any negatives?
Oh, yes. There we go. Social conflict. In negotiating position, each of the following factors gives you a +1. You have more people on your side. You don't.
Nope.
When you ask for it, doesn't cost your opponent anything. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Your opponent has suffered damage. Nope. You have helped your
yet.
opponent previously. Nope. Present your case very well. I do like the idea that you're trying to sow dissent by claiming to have bribed one of the bands. So I'll give you a +1 for that.
Okay.
Each of the following gives you a -1. The opponent has more people. Yes.
Back to 0.
You ask for something valuable or dangerous. No, you haven't. Your opponent has nothing to gain by helping you.
This isn't exactly a helping situation.
They have nothing to gain by helping you.
So -1.
But it's not really a helping thing. We'll say that one doesn't apply. Have trouble understanding each other? No. Range between you is short or longer as you're shouting. -1. So you're at a net -1.
Oh shit.
I'll take it.
Give me 1 sec here. They do get to roll insight. Oh, their insight is shitty.
Good.
Yeah.
If you pull this off, Trev, you get an XP.
They do not buy it. You can push it if you like.
Not if I have to push to 10.
No, they got 1 success.
I'll push it.
Yeah, I don't
need
why.
empathy for this fight.
Because I rolled 3d6 as opposed to rolling from a character sheet. Because I had to pull up stats out of a notebook.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
All right. So the way it works, because you succeeded at the manipulation, is they can either acquiesce to what you have asked,
Or attack.
or they can attack. So as you like, you don't know who we've bribed. This is gonna be insane. From the back, you hear like, the little one amuses me. Keep him alive. Kill all the rest. And the orcs start to descend on your village.
All right. I will yell out, wait for the signal, and then I'll beat it back to the village.
Perfect. And we will call it there with the orcs closing in on your village.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
be a fight.
Yeah.
I'm going to take note of whoever shouted the order to keep the little one alive.
Yeah.
That's my target. Going fishing.
He's the only one there I like.
So next session, there are actual like kind of mass combat rules for when things assault your village. Thanks to Caldy's inspirational speech, your defense rating is going to be higher than it normally would. And the way it works is there's basically a battle round, and then there's like an individual character spotlight during the round with a chart that I roll on to see who's going to get boned or what's going to happen to a character. So it's going to be kind of like narrating the larger battle along with like the little individual character moments during the fight.
We just spent 10 days going to get steel, and these guys just showed up and gave us a whole bunch of steel if we live.
Yep. I mean, if you go through this, the important thing to note though is like when you guys roll your defense roll and they roll their attack roll, every success inflicts casualties as they're not canceled out, which means some of your folks are going to die in this, some of their folks are going to die in this, and it's like a war of attrition. As opposed to at what point do you guys go like, fuck it, we can't take any more losses, or do they say this is too much for us? It is like every other combat, it is brutal and efficient.
Hope this Death Knight's tough.
He's fucking
Me
tough.
too.
Yep. Basically, the Death Knight counts as having a monster on your side, which increases your defense rating.
All right. Anything else before bedtime?
We'll just do.
Trustius was asking Desi something. I don't know what.
Oh, I was going to get you to tell them to go fuck themselves, but
Oh,
we've already got that covered.
I'll do that up close and in person.
All right. XP. Participation. Yes. Travel. Nope.
Nope.
Adventure site. Nope. Monster. Nope. Treasure. Nope. Build a function in your stronghold. I don't think any were completed.
We got the
Uh,
market, right?
The
Yeah, I
market
did.
was completed this game
Did,
because we didn't get the XP for it when we started it. We just got it. We just got back to the village and finished it.
perfect. Right. Nobody activated their pride. Nobody suffered from their dark secret. Nobody risked their life. Extraordinary actions.
I mean, I cast a power level 12 spell.
And didn't kill anyone.
And
Yeah.
what the hell?
No one died. I
Give
think
one for
power
the
level
various.
12.
I'd give one to Precious, and I'd give one to Colby for the various feats.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely. Caldy's inspirational speech to the townsfolk actually bumped your defense rating on the village by 2, which is huge.
Nice.
It's almost like having walls or ramparts.
Ooh.
1 XP, 2 for Trustius, 2 for Caldy.
Don't we get one for the game and one for the function?
Oh, and 1 for the function. Sorry, yes.
So 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Awesome.
And we will pick this up next week with the battle for Eldham Village.
Aldi's
Oh,
a lot of fun when
yeah.
he's not in combat.
Perfect. So
Okay, you're not going to like next session.
yeah.
It's
I don't know if I'll live through next session. I only got 2 hit points.
We're gonna have some Wars Hell montages or something and PSTD scenes.
So yeah,
I love
we
the smell of napalm in the morning. All right.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody.
have a good night. Have a good New Year's, everybody.
Good night.
night.
All right.
Happy
We'll
New
see
Year.
you on the next one.
Happy New Year.
Y'all.
Yeah, we'll see everybody next year.
Yes.